miles behind me. Talk to me tonight. Too many trials are true. I said too many tales tell me to remember. Come on, man, we have done. There is too much to gain. I want to sing it again. To Lord, too many miles behind me. No matter what you go through, too many trials are true. I said too many tears help me to remember. But there is too much to give to Lord. Do so. Set up cross the hard burning desert. Sometimes I struggle the right road to choose. Oh you do, but somewhere over it there is cool, clear water, and defeat is one word. You. Emancipation Park, how you do? I said too many sons lie beyond the mountain. I said too many rivers my feet have walked through. I said too, we have done. Awaiting over yonder. Oh, there is too much. Oh, to get to know. Can I testify? Set up cross the hard burning desert. Sometimes. Say your struggle, the right road to choose. I said somewhere over it there is food. Come on, we have done. I don't know. Who am I to look for your name now? He laid his hands on me. He laid his hands on me. Christ laid his hands on me. Who am I to see Jesus went and died on the cross? Up on the cross, he died up on the cross. He died up on the cross. Sign up me there. We have done. Jesus, to stand me well. You stand me well. Sign up me there. How you do? Jesus, to stand me well. Sign up me there. Emancipation Park. How are you look for your name now? I have been through the storm. But it seemed like forever. One minute tonight. For your night of confusion, we're and been on so long. Can I testify? For your ship has lost anchor. Everybody, for this storm got you gypsy. Everybody do so, everybody. For your night almost over. Tell me something. He can ride out your storm. Everybody.
And a good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The rest of the Eastern Caribbean, those of you listening locally, regionally, and internationally.
He can ride out your storm. No matter what the storm comes.
Yes, indeed, folks. Ride out your storm. This government is a storm. You're riding them out. It's out they going. We know that. Yeah, time going down for them, not going up. All right, nice. Beautiful. My name is Sheldon Scott. I'm here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. It's now 8 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. And you are listening to Talking Points. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I wonder if I have a line up our next one.
I am giving you
Yeah, we know today has been a very, very interesting day indeed. First of all, let us from the Talking Points family send our condolences to the family and friends of the late Lou Smith. Yeah, he died earlier today, and we just want to ensure that when we start, we want to forget and later on someone. No, we'd like to send our condolences to the family and friends of the late Lou Smith. And let's see who is online tonight. Yeah, remember to tell a friend, Talking Points is on. Somebody messaged me earlier. They say, Sheldon, once people get so frightened, afraid Talking Points tonight, they actually come and do a special program earlier than normal. They said, first they rush to do the program, they drunk as fish. Drunk. And don't they know after drinking session, you have to ensure that you take some rest and so on before you go in front of the nation, yeah? Don't go speaking to people drunk. Good night to Lystra Abrian, Kathleen Ledlow, Anne-Marine Celestine Grant, Phyllis Mitchell, Alban Harris, Baby Daddy, Janice Mitchell, Agnes Henry, Osbert James, Claude Abraham, Lona Lolo Abraham, Vanessa Lalji, Deborah Laborde, Faithlyn Hallie Douglas, Ashma Charles, Errol Bonaparte, Patsy Frank, Sherma Jeremiah, good night to you. Good night, Zayla. Yeah, you're on holidays now. Good night to you, Zayla. Jacinta Livingston, Gemma Warwood, Gavin Thomas, Shirley Ann James, Patrick Roberts, good night to you. Faithlyn Hallie Douglas, Deborah Flanders, Jackie Raymond, Gillian Noel, Maud Martin, Carb Spice Fitness, Dolores Mitchell, Jada Benjamin, Michelle Alexander. Yes, indeed. Velma Pascal, Patrick Roberts, April Fletcher, Yolan Pariag. Let me see Patrick Roberts. Let me see you there, right? Cindy Thomas, Dennis Sandy, Kathleen Knights, John Stafford, Patrick Roberts, Christine Otley, Rosalind Jones, Jessie Sherry, Elsie Peters, April Fletcher, Debbie Seals, Ruth Chitterman, Clive Raymond, Miriam Samuel. Good night to you, my dear. Ron Julian, Eliza Bernard. And let me see April Fletcher. I see you there. Dennis Donaldson, Red Girl Pascal, Hilary Joseph, Ann Andrews, Charmaine Ragba Singh, John Mark, April Fletcher. Well, no, I just call April Fletcher name, yeah. Francesca Sylvester, Bernard James, Good Life. Hey, Natalia John, Christine Baptiste, Robert Ed Orchally are running out of time just calling names. Hey, Papa, watch everybody. Matey, Velma, Merle, Oswald, Alistair, everybody. Good night, good night. I ain't going to even try for the for the Facebook. Oh goodness! But everyone, a special good night to each and every one of you, huh? And here's what we opened the phone lines from the beginning because, as you, I am sure, heard the same news as myself today, that the minister with responsibility for youth and sport, that is Laco, as we say, Lacret, yeah, that he has been fired. Yeah, nice, yeah. Good night to you, Joyce. Yeah, Laco. Sorry. Former Senator Jonathan Lacret has been fired. Yeah? And the government has said that they're going to be having a press conference in the morning to discuss that particular issue along with several others. As you know, those of you with illegal firearms or ammunition, you have just under 4 hours to turn it in. Yeah, because the thing they had it, yeah, just under 4 hours you have to turn in the thing. Right? Let me fix up the phone line thing here. Fine. I wasn't seen properly and thing. Let me go to the phone lines here. Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night, Shirley.
Hey, good night. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. That thing on Laco, they recall it. They recall him, eh?
They recall him in which way?
They recall him. They say, whatever GBN you say, they recall the minister. So that means
They changed their mind?
That ain't concrete yet.
Also, they've changed their mind.
Yeah, they changed their mind.
So what was the release from the government service saying today that they're having a press
they will
conference?
explain that tomorrow in the press conference.
Yeah, but it just shows the confusion that is taking place within that political organization. And as I said on this program just last week, when he put out that letter in relation to the GDB, he has been signaling that he is in danger of being fired. Yeah?
Well.
And you see what it tells you as well. The mere fact that that has been done, it tells you that what has taken place there is an emotional response, that there was a confusion, because from all indications, what took place was that there was a verbal brawl in the meeting that took place today, and Senator Lacret was asked to leave, and police officers escorted him out. The man hand trembling, he could have barely even opened my vehicle.
Yeah. Well, let me hear what the press conference will say tomorrow, please.
Well, it will be very interesting because I said yeah, no problem. Yeah, so GBN is saying he has been recalled. Well, let me see if he go back, because there has to be a particular reason why the move was taken against him in the first instance. Yeah? And what we have been hearing, is that there was a verbal brawl. In other words, like we will say, then, that took place, and, someone just messaged me to say he's been recalled from his post. If he's been recalled from his post, that means he's fired, Not recalled to the post. If he's been recalled, in other words, if you send an ambassador overseas and you recall the ambassador, I don't know why they would use that sort of language, though, because they would be confusing. I did not listen to GBN News. But if you use the word recalled, for instance, you send an ambassador to the UK and you recall your ambassador, you have removed that ambassador from that ambassadorial post. They're no longer an ambassador unless you're placing them somewhere else. They're no longer an ambassador. So if it is he has been recalled from the post, it means he's been fired. Because for them to get to the stage where you had to, from what we are hearing from multiple sources who were on site, is that police officers had to escort the man out. And he hands trembling, he trying to open the vehicle, and he hands trembling, he fighting with the key to get the vehicle open. That is what we have heard. We've also heard that there was a verbal altercation. We put it nicely. That there was a verbal altercation. Yeah? And if there is a verbal altercation, in other words, there was a cuss out. You say something, I say something, I might get on and thing, and you decide, you get out from here. And then they call police officers and they put them out. That is why we're here. So don't be taken in by the word recalled. Yeah? I think that if that is what was said, I think it has been poorly worded by the news staff at GB. It has been poorly worded. If that is what was said. Again, I cannot speak from a position of having heard it myself. I did not listen to GBN News. One of the only nights I didn't get to listen to it on my way in. So if that is what has been used, yeah. So let me see. And let me pull up this for you. What was put out today. So let's just get it clearly, yeah? Yeah, let's just get it clear. Right? This is what was put out today by the government of Grenada. Let me pull this up. I like to show you when I'm talking, right? Yeah? And somebody else is saying GBN said nothing about the issue, so I'm not sure where that came from. Yeah. So anyhow, the bottom line is the man get fired, right? We show on that? Nice, right. He get fired. We know that for a fact. He get fired. Right? So Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, I don't know if I hope you all are seeing this. Let me just see if I can make it a smudge bigger. Right. Prime Minister, and that's for me too, the eyes. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell to host press briefing on Thursday. It says Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell will host a media briefing tomorrow, 1st of August 2024. Attorney General, Senator the Honorable Claudette Joseph Mino Honorable about she. But anyway, and Senator the Honorable, same issue, David Andrew will also be in attendance. The following will be discussed. Chairmanship of Carriacou and the hosting of the 47th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, which concluded 30th of July 2024 in Grenada. B. The recalling of the appointment of Senator the Honorable Mr. Jonathan Lacrette, the Minister for Youth and Sport. Now, recalling there doesn't mean that you're calling him to come back. It means that you fire him. Yeah? It means that he has been fired. Nice? Yeah. So let's take this call. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Scott. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm quite fine. You go right ahead.
Yes, Mr. Scott. What I'm calling to tell you, they didn't fire the man. They make him go.
Not to fire him.
But no, they don't fire him. They make him go.
No, listen.
I don't understand. How you move the man from his post and tell me about you don't fire the man? People saying about they don't fire the man.
No, he's been fired.
Press conference tomorrow. Does that make sense?
Well, my brother, let me put it to you like this, huh? There are two ways that you exit the Senate. Well, several ways you can exit the Senate. In the case of a government minister of the ruling party, they have several senators. Right. What they can do, you could go to a senator and you could say, here's what. In a strategic move that we would like you to step aside and we are bringing somebody else in to replace you for this reason. Yeah? Like, for instance, in the case of when I was in the Senate and I left the Senate, I wasn't fired. I was asked to step aside. Yeah? So you would find, if you check the official record, you would find a letter written by me resigning my position as a senator. Because Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell is a person with class. So what he did, he said, listen, Miss Pamela Moses, who at the time was going to be the candidate running in St. Patrick East. We need a space because we want to give Miss Pamela Moses the opportunity to gain some experience in government and in parliament before the general election. So I stepped aside and Miss Pamela Moses went in. I wasn't fired. There is an official letter at the Governor General's residence written by me resigning my position. In this instance, you ain't finding no letter from Senator Jonathan Lacrette. He get fired.
But is obviously
that man get fired. I resigned my position as a senator and my ministerial positions. There's a letter that says so. I have a copy of the letter. In his instance, that guy got fired.
But if he didn't fire, why then they have to escort him out with police? How can I take him out from inside it? With police, I understand. And I understand that comes from the good source.
Well, my brother,
put him outside.
What I can say is this. There should be no confusion over the word recalled. Recalling an appointment means that you take it away from the individual. Yeah? And that's just a nice way in this instance of saying he get fired. But what I would say is this, though, that had I been him and had I been in his position where this was being done to me in that way and you have police bringing me out, embarrassing me in front of the staff and all kind of thing and the police officers themselves, what I would have done is in an instance like that, I would have gotten in front of their press conference and had my own today. Or they having theirs 10 o'clock tomorrow, they have mine at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I would have put out to the Grenadian people the facts, because when you have somebody like the present Prime Minister come in, and we have proven several times that he's a serial liar, I would make sure that the truth comes out before. So I would have go before and say, this is what happened. These are the facts, rather than letting them come out and lie, and then you having to come and try and correct it. No, Mr. Lacrette.
Correct it one time in front of them.
Mr. Lacrette, you should have come out, Oli.
You come out tomorrow?
He should have, listen, the man should have a press conference today. The truth is the truth. The truth needs no defense.
He don't have any press conference.
Well, what I would say is this. No. Senator Lacrette is not the one having the, well, I still say Senator Lacrette, but if he has already been removed, he's no longer Senator Lacrette, but I can say that if he's not the one having the press conference tomorrow. Let's clarify that. This says the Prime Minister is having a press conference tomorrow. Yeah? We want to make sure that what we're saying here is the truth.
Right.
Yes, so the Prime Minister is the one having a press conference. I am suggesting that if he was wise or he knew anything about political science, he would have gotten in front of the issue and had a press conference today or probably tomorrow morning before they have theirs. But probably he's traumatized. I could 406-3601, Senator Lacret, you'll get the message. Talk to Dr. Panchu, he might be able to help you. We know you might be traumatized. So we understand. Yeah.
Sheldon, I think the Prime Minister should have fired himself as well too. The Prime Minister, they have to go.
Well, tomorrow is Emancipation Day. Should I emancipate the Grenadian people and go?
They emancipate themselves and get out.
Yeah.
They don't care about the people that they're in slavery. They don't care about people in slavery. They care about themselves. That's why they're fighting to stay inside it. But don't worry, everything what is in the dark will come in the light.
Yes,
and
my
you'll come
brother.
to pass them.
All right.
You'll come
Thank
to
you.
pass.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Sheldon.
Okay, brother. 440-737-7347-329-3101. No, so that's what I'm saying. I definitely, me personally, had I ended up in a situation, I was never fired. Yeah, Dr. Mitchell is not that kind of person. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Good night, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm more than fine, my brother.
What I wanted to find out, I'm reading the GIS release. I'm not sure I missed it, but it says the recalling of the appointment of Senator the Honorable Jonathan Lacret, Minister, but it did not say anything about him being a senator. So can he still remain a senator? Because it's like, for example, for Honorable Ron Redhead's case, he was fired or let go, as the case may be, but he's still a parliamentary representative.
But hold on, he's an elected representative.
Okay.
They can't fire him, no matter what they do, until there's a general election or he breaches one of the constitutional rules in relation to being an MP, he remains the MP.
So who appoints senators?
The senators are appointed. You have the three that are appointed by the leader of His Majesty's opposition. You have, I believe it's six or seven, seven appointed by the ruling party. And then you have three that are appointed by interest groups. In this case, it's the trade union movement, the business community, and the farming sector.
So as Senator Lacret is on the government side, so it therefore means if he's fired as minister, the senator portfolio automatically goes?
No, but understanding what has to be done, the Prime Minister would withdraw his senatorial appointment. You won't end up in a conflict with somebody and leave them in the Senate. You're going to withdraw the senatorial appointment. The interesting thing here is going to be who he replaces him with in the Senate. You're not going to leave him in the Senate so he could go in Parliament and say all kind of thing about you. They're going to get rid of him. You see what the NDCite saying out there about him, brother? I know you on the networks. Are you seeing kind of nasty things they're saying about this man out there now?
I've been mixing some heavy cement and I just reach home. I'm mixing some heavy cement for the day.
Oh,
I'm keeping myself occupied.
Make sure you're wearing a proper belt, man. Don't take chance with that. Take what I'm telling you.
All right.
Okay,
thanks
brother.
for your advice, man.
Okay, brother. Thanks.
Yeah.
440-737-347-329-3101. Yes, so he is a minister based on his senatorial portfolio. Once he's being removed as the minister, he can also, most likely, will be removed as a senator as well. I do not see that he would be removed as a minister and his senatorial appointment is not withdrawn as well. As I said, when I resigned from the position, when I was asked to step aside, I wrote a letter that, one, you resign your senatorial position, and then you resign your ministerial position as well. And Dr. Mitchell didn't have to do that, He could have just write the Governor General and say, I'm removing that man. But he said, listen, I would like you to do this, and understanding and the strategy work, because guess what? Ms. Pamela Moses won. I was doing the Hard Talk program at that point in time along with Mr. Devon Romaine, and the election that followed. I know the NDC remember the result very, very well. So it was a very, very successful move Yeah, we have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Yes, bro, good night. Good night, talking points. How
Yes,
you
sir.
doing?
Yeah, quite fine. Go right ahead.
Yes, Sheldon. First of all, once again, I want to say condolences to the family of Lou Smith and, keep the faith. I saw always see him on a Friday and think on a good time. But yeah, Sheldon, what is happening today, is the start of something that we've seen already. And I will advise Mr. Lacquette, let the government do the press conference, then do yours. You see like how a certain member of our party went and go across and do a whole hullabaloo? Let it come out, because apparently the brother seems to be having his faith overpower him right now, and that is good. Let your faith overpower you. You have 3 ministers right now. Well, 2 ministers right now. One is doing all kind of things and getting away with it. He confessed to do all kind of things, get away with it. You have another one who's an MP. He do all kind of things, get away with it. And all of a sudden, the conscience is pricking them. Right now, they're telling the prime ministers he can't do nothing wrong. And from the time you hear people say that, you know everything is wrong. Anytime you hear supporters saying the prime minister never did nothing wrong, it means that they're doing everything wrong and everything to cover up their wrongs. And my God, I'm ashamed to see we reach that point. But here's what. The prime minister would not tell some of the MPs or the ministers anything. And like I keep saying, we need to learn civics. You see that 2/3 majority you have in the parliament? He cannot afford to lose that. And we all know, Shelley, you might be able to give them a little advice of how not to do that, but give our public, if he loses a 2/3 majority in the parliament, what can happen? And who are you going to favor? Right? Because you see what's happening right now? I want Budalako to come out after that press conference, because I want to hear exactly what happened. Because what I hear today with this police thing, and it's allegedly happened, the only time I've ever heard
the police thing ain't alleged. The police thing happened. The police thing ain't alleged. It happened. There ain't no allegation. I know if I say that here, you know. It ain't alleged. Right. It happened.
The only time I know police come and move somebody from anything, we all know who that person is. And if they want to go in personality attacks, I won't use this program, but I will use the next program to expose them, because apparently people don't know how nasty they are. Shall I have a good night?
All right, my brother. Thank you. All right, 4407377. That's the number to call and get on the inside. I've been taking the calls on the WhatsApp. Let me take the direct calls right now. 4407377 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get on the inside. And we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night.
Hi, good night. How are you?
I am good, thank you.
All right. Go right ahead.
All right. Yes, man. On the grounds in Carriacou. On J Papa, this is plan them doing thing with? Aye.
Is that my Lulu?
Discipline them not easy, Sheldon, Scott. Discipline them not easy. You see the notice that they sent out from the port? Have you seen it?
No, I have not. Why you
I will
send it to
for
me?
you afterwards. Listen to me.
Send it to you.
I want to get a chance to say what I have to say. These people and them say about free barrel, but nothing with these people is free. Because they're telling you could get free barrels. People could send 2 barrels per household. And at the end of the day, they put out a long notice stating that you have to purchase an access pass to go and collect the barrel, and you have to come with a form of ID, which is always the case. And if you collect it on behalf of somebody, you have to come with the person's ID. No children is allowed and what and what. But I am saying this to say, why tell people or publish that you are sending free, you could get free barrels, and then you have to pay to go and collect the barrel? Suppose they say you have to pay, let's say $40 or $20 to go and to get access to the barrel. When 100 people pay $40, how much money they making?
So wait, what's the cost? What's the cost to enter the port?
We don't know yet. There is no cost, no stipulated cost. Well, maybe when you get there, you will get the price.
What I would say is this, though. When it comes to these sort of things, in Grenada, I'm okay with it here. In Carriacou, understanding the situation with people in Carriacou, oh my God, you could waive that. You could waive that cost. Oh
God, St. Vincent giving them the citizens free. What is wrong with us in Grenada?
I mean, just to enter the port,
This is
a person
horrible.
if a person shows that their ID and so, you could let them enter. And so, but you have to, I mean, somehow they mean they still have to make our money on it. It's either it's free or it's not free.
Exactly.
And so now to enter the port, you have to go and you have to buy a pass to enter the port and all of that. I could understand the need for the ID. Hold on, I could understand the need for the ID and all this thing because you don't want nobody go and take up somebody else's barrel and the port authority responsible for it. So the ID and that thing, no children on the port, I could understand that. Because you don't want children running about and you have forklift and you have different things moving around that they could run under and could run over them. That I could understand. No children, I could understand. ID and so I could understand. Paying to enter the port, I have a little issue with that. I'll say it clear. I have an issue with that. Yeah?
Man, let me tell you something, and I want the world to know, especially the people in the diaspora that they're lying for, that they're telling lies to the people and them in the diaspora, and you have some of them, before you open your mouth and you speak about them, they're ready to jump on your case, but tell them to jump on and me are full of picker all over me, so let them come. I'm ready, and I'm waiting, and I'm set. Because you know what? I don't think that people are so mischievous to just say so and make up lies on these people. These people and them, let me tell you about them, they say they're giving out supplies or they're giving out relief.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me good. Leicester, Lauriston is the biggest constituency in terms of, is the biggest village, are the biggest villages in terms of population.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? We have a population of over 900 plus. You tell me, you set up a relief station up by the stadium up there. You know where the stadium is in Carriacou?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's Lauriston. And people have to walk from, let's say, on the pond by where the bakery is to Lauriston to collect supplies, which is fine. But what I'm saying is, because of the magnitude of the people in the villages, you could have two stations one in Leicester Cross and one in Lauriston. Or you could have put one halfway between the cross and thing and put one in Lauriston.
But here's the other thing. You're passing Leicester to reach to Lauriston with the supplies from the port anyway?
Thank you. Then
from Harveyville, you must pass through Leicester to get to Lauriston. Well, unless you pass the other way around.
Listen to the other thing. You come to Leicester Lauriston on Friday last. They say they're doing distribution Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You come to Leicester Lauriston with 15 cases of 12 packets of 12 bottles of water, the small bottles, the 250 ml. You have 15 package of that, and you say you come to distribute for Leicester Lauriston. By the time you blink, it's done. Mm-hmm. You come with 12 mattresses to give out for a whole 900 and something people, or how much 100 people. They don't have house roof, they don't have house, some people don't have house, and some people have nothing. You understand?
I understand.
My God, the relief coming in, the relief don't come out, all the money don't spend for it, give it to the people. Distribute it to the people, but you see them, they're so bad-minded and wicked. They're watching face and they're watching color, and they're sidelining people, they're disrespecting people and shaming people when they go for supplies. So some people are saying that they are not going to go back. This is so sad, Sheldon, and it is so sad, it is depressing, it is heartbreaking when you see and hear some of the things that are being done to people on Carriacou. And I don't know if it is happening in Pitimanica as well, but I am saying what is happening here. You understand? And I have absolutely no reason to lie on anybody to say that this is not happening. What I am telling you here is real. It is very real.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, God is not a sleeping God. And all I want to urge some people to do is have faith and hold on. Hope is at the end of the line.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very much, my friend from
Have a good night. I want to shout out Miss Kami. I hope she's feeling a little better.
I know she's listening tonight.
Miss Kami, I am praying for you to feel better. This is your little friend in Carriacou. I am praying for you to feel better.
All right. Lulu,
all right,
thank you so very much, my dear. All right. Have a blessed one. 440-737-7347-329-3101. Those are the numbers to get on the inside. So when it comes to that particular issue, the only part I have a problem with really is making the people pay to go on the port, especially if it's an exorbitant amount. If it's because something $1 or something, well, maybe I could understand. Yeah, although I don't know what's the necessity for it. But the other things, yeah, the having to have the ID, yes. I don't want you go and say you is me and collect me barrel and things. So you should have ID. Children, definitely no children on the port. No. That is a danger. Yeah. And I know they also have a rule, which I know the caller didn't speak about, in relation to the way that you dress when you enter the port. And I know some people having a problem with that. But part of the reason is this. Now, if you're wearing sandals and slippers and so, especially on the St. George port, where they have containers moving and you have these big equipment moving containers and so, if something is falling over, you can't move quickly if you're wearing the wrong type of footwear. That's why they want you wearing proper fitted shoes when you go there, so you can move quickly if you need to move. Yeah? And then the sleeveless part, I know that one doesn't make too much sense to me, but if they want to put that in, but the footwear part, I understand and so. Right? 440-737-7347-329-3101. Let me make sure the phone lines are clear and the internet right. So I'm saying this to you, Senator Lacret. Well, former Senator Lacret. I believe you should have get in front. Me, I agree with Anthony too. You should have get in front. And you need to speak to the Grenadian people. Because we hearing stories. We hearing stories about the National Lottery Authority. We hearing stories about the management, the board of directors of the National Lottery Authority. We are hearing that you have been taking a particular stand in relation to that organization. Yeah, we are hearing that. Come out and tell us if what we have been hearing is true. We have a call online. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night, my dear. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
All right, you go right ahead. You're live.
When with the revolution, Uncle Gary said that they will be confounded among themselves. And we see that they was confounded among themselves. But the only thing I know, these said going to be confounded, but I don't want them to be confounded as Bishop and them. But they're going to be confounded too.
All right, my dear, you're going biblical on them there.
so anyhow, we're waiting to see what's going on because it begins.
Okay, my dear, thank you so very much. All right, folks, and just remember to lower the volume in the background when you're calling because you get the squeaky thing. Yeah, that's difficult. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night, Senator Scott. Good night.
How you doing, Ian?
Buddy, you hear me talk at this, not even 24 hours yet, and you see what happened with Laco?
I tell you, going
out in the diaspora. You know?
Go ahead. Hello? Okay, it seems as though we lost a good friend there. Give us a call back, my brother. Yeah, 440-7377. We hearing accusations of wrongdoing and alleged wrongdoing in the National Lottery Authority. Come out and tell us if it's so. We have a caller online. Hello?
Hi.
Yes,
me, Senator Scott?
Yeah, that's the second night that happening with you, and I don't know what's taking place there. But you go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm saying is less than 24 hours since I called the program and tell you what's going to happen to Senator Lacret.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because around since the Carriacou game, Senator Lacret stood firm. He didn't happy that they bring DJ and other thing onto the ground when they just fixed the place after the Carriacou game.
Mm-hmm.
And the Prime Minister overruled him and decided that the DJ or whatever, they could have the party on the field and whatever. And then he and the Prime Minister had a problem after that. And then he gone to further after that, Sheldon. He gone to dealing with the lottery. Something was going on wrong again, and Minister Lacquette took a stand, which he have a right to. You understand? But whatever took place, whatever got to the Prime Minister, he didn't happy with that. You understand? Remember, it's a gangster thing. He had another problem with Kevin in Carriacou, but he can't handle Kevin. That's why you see Ron and Andy and then run to Carriacou. You understand? I think it's Minister Andrew, how they call the one brothers talk and say we have money. You notice that they have a different party. That's why I said to the Prime Minister, the buck stop with him. So he, as the Prime Minister, have to step in. You understand what I mean? But Lacquette is a weakling. So he's the one that have to go. You understand? He can't touch Kevin. Sheldon, you have many more things to come. Many more. You understand? So anyhow, you guys keep on doing what you're doing. I'll talk to you about it.
Thank you very much. All right, 440-7377. Let me tell you, Laco, you look for it. You're too fast. Yeah? He the Lord in it over St. George Northwest and doing like if he's the MP. Yeah? You would not even consult with the person who has been the MP consistently and constantly. Yeah, over the last couple decades. Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. You disrespected him. And that is why you end up getting back your disrespect. No, some people say, oh, feel sorry for who? Laco? All you know the stupidness Laco was doing in Northwest like if he's the MP? All you know all the kind of things that he going and just doing and not even consulting the person who the people voted for in the majority had one of the highest tallies in the election campaign, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. You didn't take the time to say, well, at least let me sit down with him. And Dr. Mitchell, I would like to do this. I would like your input in relation to that. Dr. Mitchell, we'd like to do this. Right after all you come in, who want to take key for community center, all kind of thing. Like if it's a revolution, or they just come in. All these people had to go. So you didn't know that would happen to you. You thought you win your seat. So you didn't realize at the drop of a hat you would have been gone. So you didn't know. Yeah, you're reaping what you have sown. You a man know the Bible, isn't it? You are reaping what you have sown. You're the one who stand up in Parliament calling the Honorable Clarice Modest a mad black woman, you know. You're the one who was getting on like that. You're the one who failed in the Ministry of Health. And I did say that you would fail in the Ministry of Youth and Sport, which you have spectacularly done. So you are reaping what you have sown. Don't worry, the rest of them go reap what they sow too. I wish the Prime Minister emancipate us tomorrow. When he come, just tell us you're going now. Yeah, come tomorrow and just tell us you're done with that, you're going. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Sheldon.
Yes, my dear.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
We don't hear it hard how we have it. Because we have to hear press conference. So we don't hit it like it hard.
No, I'm just stating the facts.
Things we want to hear.
No, I'm stating the facts.
We get it. We don't say what we have to say.
No, I'm stating the facts. The man was disrespectful in St. George Northwest, and I ain't backing off on that. He was disrespectful.
We're waiting on Lacquette to say what he had to say. Because you know the tack tell you, what goes around comes right back around. Mm-hmm. So let Lacquette say what he had to say. And it's not Lacquette at one go. The ministers and them are two by two, not one by one. Not Lacquette. Lacquette don't say nothing there, you know. He don't come there because he's not a minister. Them who witness it, I want the thing. That's the breaking news I want to get. Mm-hmm. And time will tell. Have a blessed night.
All right, my dear. I am saying that we have heard several allegations over the past couple months in relation to Senator Lacquette. That ain't a lie. That is the truth. Come out now and tell us. But I'm also saying that you reap what you sow. And you well sow it. You take your time and you put them seed in the ground. They have germinated and grown. So it's time to reap what you have sown. You cannot treat the father of the house like that. You cannot treat Dr. Mitchell in that way. You cannot treat the people of St. George Northwest in that way. Destroy the Ministry of Health. People can't even get medication. Yeah? And no. I mean, come on. At least come out. Make amends. Come out and say. Don't take your debt as no sheep. Come out and say. Don't stay there and take your debt as no sheep. Come out and say what happened. If it's lotto, now they start to pour all kind. I ain't even going to repeat some of the stuff they say there because as far as I'm concerned, some of that stuff is libelous, slanderous, all kind of thing. I ain't going to repeat some of what I see the NDC people saying about you now. The same people who up to this morning, you was the pastor. This morning when the sun rise over Grenada, you was the pastor, you was the father, you was the friend, you was the buddy, the comrade. By the time the sun set, daddy wasn't nastiest things to say about you. Clarify. Come out and say exactly what happened. Let the Grenadian people know the devil that they're dealing with. Don't pass him off as no kind of saint to them. Let the Grenadian people know who and what they're dealing with. Because I said last night, this prime minister have Hitler tendencies. Dictatorial behavior. Photo here, photo there, all over the place. Charlie, there's only one country on earth right now that see that kind of thing. But picture here, picture there, this kind of behavior. Let's go to the phone line. We have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello, good night, Sheldon Scott. Good night, and good night to the Grenadian people. My friend in Carriacou, good night, darling. They are feeling a little much better. But I'm in a lot of pain. I could hardly walk. I took tiptoe to walk. Yeah. Anyhow, Sheldon, don't give him too much of fire. Easy move, easy move.
Why? And I was getting fire.
I know you're disrespectful, but easy move, oh God. Right now,
I know hypocrite.
Mr. Lacquette under a lot of stress. What happened with him today? What happened to him today? He really stressed. So don't give him much. Oh God, easy move.
No,
as the last caller said, we want to hear ministers like Mr. Andrews and them that win the seat. I wish it was them that did fire. Yeah. Anyhow, oh God, easy move. Let me wait and hear. But if I is Mr. Lacquette and they call me back, I am not going.
No,
because that is when they go take more advantage on him inside there. Do not go back, Mr. Lacquette.
No, they didn't.
If Deacon Mitchell offer you back any work, tell him no thanks, sir. Take my stupid advice. Tell him no thanks. You understand? He getting. Do not go back with these people. Mr. Lacquette, listen to people. If they call you back to give you the work you don't want, you're a very educated man, you could get a job anyway. You don't have to be in politics. You don't have to be with these people, not go back there. Because you're going to sorry. You're going to sorry if you go back there. You hear me? Well, I feel sad with what's going on in this country. People suffering, the people in Carriacou. When you hear the people in Carriacou, what's going on, and you have some people, they have a good bed to sleep in and in Grenada here, and they say the government doing good. The government are doing good. Sheldon, I have a friend that come from, he's from Carriacou, but he's living in Canada. He come to build his mother's grave. And it's sad, he tell me it's really sad to see what's going on. People there in the house. Some of them have the dead hair. They have the nice house. They are afraid to drink some ice water. And all you still at the belly and the guts to say the government doing good. The government are doing good. Before they get the insurance money, other people donate money to them. And they don't even put up a roof for nobody in Carriacou. They don't put up a roof in Grenada here, in Southern. The people in Ireland, all them people and them. Something wrong. Something wrong. You understand? But I always say, I don't sorry, because the mouth of the people, they say, Grenadians say, I will always repeat that whenever I call any program. Dr. Mitchell didn't do nothing for Grenada. Of course, take some audio. And that is just the beginning. One by one, Deacon Mitchell making a you. One by one, Deacon fed up with all you right now. One by one. Are you going to do a lot of stupidity in there? And Deacon get you with all you. Number 10, look out. You next. You next, number 10. How did I call you? I ain't calling your name. You next. Then the one in the south, one by one. Press move mountains. Press move mountains. All you have to do a lot of stuff. What, sheldon? Anytime NDC in power and they reach 2 years, things does happen. Things does happen with them. You see what going on? You see what going on with them? If Michelle do nothing, now you want all the credit for all the hard work Dr. Mitchell and the team do. All you just start. Mr. Lacroix, take Miss Camille advice. If they call you tomorrow and they don't talk the press conference and they call you and tell you come back, don't go back, sir. Don't go. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, Camille.
And I have cocoa ball. Anybody want cocoa ball? I have a lot of cocoa. So pass and buy. $2 bag and $5 bag. Have a good night, Grenada. And not so well, but I'm still fighting.
All right, you have a good one. All right.
Are you just start to feel at the revo? That is the weight at the revo. Good night.
All right. Yes, indeed. 440-737-734-732-93101. Those are the numbers. And let me tell you something. If you are going to remove a minister, I would think that what you try to do, first of all, if the discussion becomes heated, so what we've heard happen there, we hear the thing get real heated. That's why they had to call in police to escort the man outside and so. Even if it gets to that stage, rather than do that, what you do is you take a break from the meeting and you try and de-escalate. And then you try to remove from that location where you have all these set of prying eyes, and you go to our next location and you try and talk it out. But you see, these individuals, they're interested in talking it out. It's all about them. It's about me. Yeah, and can't say this and think. That's why I'm saying, Salacret, have a press conference, come out, clear your name. Tell the Grenadian people what it is that happened. Tell the Grenadian people what are the issues that led to this, and be truthful, because there are people like Jenny Simon outside here and me who go dig and find out the truth anyway. So come out, say to the Grenadian people what it is that happened. And folks, this ain't the last one to go, you know. This is not the last one to go. Up to today, you hear the sycophants and so out there letting you know that how it have more to go. They were out there saying that today. They did drunk too, so maybe they didn't realize what they're saying. But they were telling the Grenadian people, hey, there are more to go. Some of them ain't making election and who had to go and all of them had to go and that sort of thing. So if all you feel, is he alone that going? It has some others to go too, you know. Some who are MPs may not complete their term as an MP as a minister as well. if you ask me, all of them need to go. Tomorrow, Emancipation Day, the anniversary of our emancipation from slavery, all of them should emancipate us. When, Mr. Prime Minister, when you go on your press conference tomorrow, since you so believe that you're doing an excellent job, since you also believe that the Grenadian people so love you all, and that all your MPs have been doing such a fabulous job, call an election. Dissolve Parliament tomorrow. Call an election. Let me see how that end up for you. We have a caller online. Hello. Hello. Lower the volume in the background. Hello. Hello.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night. My dear. Yes, my dear. Go right ahead. You're live.
Like, let you go back to church now. Because he said, read Bible and stuff, so God may punish him because he turned away from God and he entered in politics. So that is the devil works.
I wouldn't say that. I know that he has been in church and continues to be in church. I wouldn't say that myself.
Yeah, but I say anytime people who leave God, what has happened to them? He shouldn't leave God. He should have stayed with God. He so like money. So he entered in politics. So he forgot about God, preaching God is about shooting it again now with.
All right, my dear. All right, thank you so very much. And you should be getting a call in relation to that issue if you've not gotten it already, huh?
Pardon me?
You should be getting a call in relation to the issue to the back of your house if you've not gotten that call already. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very much.
Okay.
All right. And I think we have another caller. Let's go to that call. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Yes, my dear.
Galatians 6:7 says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So we just reap what we sow. It's true.
Indeed. Thank you so very much, caller. Yes, indeed. And folks, let me say this as well. Let me say this as well, because I think some people are still kind of confused by the word recalled. The guy has been fired. Yeah? Let me just put it in the simplest language to not confuse anybody. I think GBN simply put out, because as I said, I didn't see GBN. Somebody sent it to me a short while ago. So I took a look at what was sent. GBN was simply repeating what the press release had. That word recalled inside there is confusing a lot of people. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Sheldon.
Yes, sir.
Sheldon.
Yes, sir. You're live. Go right ahead. You're live. You're hearing yourself in the background. Go ahead.
Yeah, what goes around come around, eh?
Yeah.
Remember Kit Mitchell said that what goes around come around.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lacret do too much in constituency, put him on all them type of shit. And the next one to go is Donkey Face and says Cornwall.
Don't, let me don't go that direction. Let me don't go that direction. We don't do that on that show.
Next one to go is Deacon too. You have to fire your own stupid.
Oh, no. Listen, not my program, please. Come on, man, and you know better than that with me. Don't do that. Don't do me that, right? Don't make me have to cut you, right? Nah, let me try and keep a certain level of civility. We go through talk, but let me don't go down them road. That's for other programs. Yeah, let me try and keep it certain, within a certain, let me try and keep it there. Nice, we have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Caller, you're live. Yes, you're live, caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah, man. I just called to say, man, let we take we time and pray, man. We go reach where we go in. They don't taking their time and pray, man. They're riding too fast.
What they say about prayers without work?
They're riding too fast. They have to take their time. And they can't live by the boss, but they live in by the boss, but they end up in mess. But Sheldon, I have a little talk to give to you. A good friend of mine. Right? She's staying in Montreal, Sheldon. The woman who is fall down in the scam, Sheldon. And up to now, nobody don't check them people in. And them people are nothing. Them people staying in other people's house. And Sheldon, them people ain't checking them people's house. Today I talk to them. And I tell them I'll call and tell you about it on the program. You know?
Yeah.
So I just let you know
get the details for them for me, please.
And that reality thing I'm telling you.
No, what I'm saying, get the details, like the contact, if there's contact information, contact number or so, directions, etc., so that our team at least could reach out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah? We have to be our brother's keeper, so we have to do what we can do. Yeah?
Yeah, man. Them people suffering, man. Them people want some. They want their own to go and live in. Anyhow,
yeah.
Keep up the good works and tell me Spammy and say good night and the other listening fans.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, make sure you get that information to me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, as little as it is, once we can assist, we will assist whoever we can assist, yeah? It might be clothing, it might be some food stuff, it might, well, we talking points say building material. Let me make it clear. We don't have building material. We might be able to help with a little food stuff. We might be able to help with a little clothing and that kind of thing, and one or two other things. But when it comes, we don't have building material. We ain't reach up there yet. Yeah? You can make your donations and so on. Maybe we might be able to do that. And remember, folks, let me just remind you all as well, we have the back to school coming up. And that is in just a couple weeks. I ain't even taking on Carnival. I'm more focused on the back to school. So we have to get the notebooks and so on, and we have to get the bags. We have just a few notebooks, and so we have a lot of pencils and pens and those sort of things from a donation that was made last year. We still have a lot of those stuff, but we need one or two other stuff so that we can donate as we have done last year. All right. 440-7377-347-329-3101. One of my friends is saying here that the appointment was the word that was used was wrong. It should have been revoked. Yeah, and I think so. It was revoked. Yeah. And that's a nice way of saying he was fired, but it was revoked. Right? That is the proper way of saying it. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon. I just want to say something. It's God that is working there, you know. Not man that is working there. God that is working there. Because how could you sit back? You all could sit back and say, for 20-something years, a man sit back and he did not do anything. Who did the bus terminus? Who did the fish market? Who did the tumors? Who did the hospitals? Who did it? God that is working there. God that is working there. There's a bad mind. There's a really, really bad mind. If a man do good, say he do good. And if he do bad, say he do bad. They're too bad mind. And he have more to go. A lot more.
Miss, you like fish? You like
yes, I like
fish and things?
Some fish I like.
How fish does rotten?
From the head, exactly.
All right. Okay, all right. I just wanted to clarify as a fellow fish eater that you know where fish does rotten from.
Yes, from the head.
All right.
From the head. It's a bad mind. Have a good night, Sheldon.
All right. Thank you so very much. 440-7377-347-329 3101. Those are the numbers for you to get on the inside. Yeah, fish does rotten from the head. Listen, and someone messaged it somewhere to me a while ago. There was no necessity to dehumanize the individual, because when the sun rise this morning, that was their friend, that was their comrade. When you look at what some of these NDC pages, the fake pages, that like to say all kind of thing about people and so, well, all you're saying it about somebody you most likely know who all he is. So if you want to sit down and take it, that is up to you. If you want to sit down there and take it, and allow all to say all kind of nasty things about him now. Yeah? Me ain't defending him, you know. I wouldn't be, I'm not all you, and I wasn't talking nice about the man yesterday. You'll expect me to come and talk nice about him now? No, that is, all you don't know me. If all you feel I could do that, all you know me. No. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, my dear. You're live.
Hello?
Go right ahead. Yes, you're live. Go right ahead.
Yeah, good night, Sheldon.
Good night.
Yeah. Yes. Sheldon, I have to say, Jacob, Andy, Kevin, Ron. Laco might have a little issue, whatever it is. But these four people doing a lot of wrong things. And I'm saying, these four should go. They got to fire your own self and fire the other three. all of them have to go because they are doing a lot of wrong things and Deacon covering for them. There is nothing wrong that they're doing and Deacon saying they do wrong. Right? So he had to go and the other 3 have to go. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, let me say this, sir. If you read The Art of War by the ancient Chinese philosopher Sun Tzu, he says when the soldiers don't carry out the orders properly, you as the general have to check first of all, if you pass the order to the soldiers properly. If the soldiers just ignoring you, if you pass the order to the soldiers and you did not provide the tools for them to do the job that they're supposed to do, or if the fault lies totally with yourself as the chief, as the boss, this is the individual who hired him. It means that there is a flaw in his thinking and a flaw in how he chose his quote-unquote team, because why he ain't inside there, remember? This was a person who was going into a disaster zone and the MP for the disaster zone could not be found. It's afterwards you start to hear when he going up, he could find the MP. The MP could not be found. You could find everybody else on the island of Carriacou, but you couldn't find Tevin. When the screenshot thing come out with Tevin, you saw a certain other MP jump and say, but you knew about that and you didn't deal with it. You took charge to deal with it. That tells me that at some point, Tevin was about to get the axe, the hurricane that saved he. He was about to eat an axe too. The hurricane that saved that one. And there are others. In fact, if you're looking through, point to one minister that has done a good job. Anyone. Any one of them. The MP for St. John, absolute failure. Absolute unequivocal failure. Total failure. Yet still the Prime Minister maintains her in the position to continue failing. Minister Agriculture, well, my goodness. We're going through some dry spells again. So we have to be watching the water supply closely. Yes, you get a little rain now and again. But you realize last couple of days, for instance, we've been having a heat wave. I know we started having that last year. You know what happened? We ended up having water shortages. And then we went into a bad dry season after having those heat spells. And it affected agricultural output. Now, not only is agriculture seriously affected due to the weather, but also due to Beryl. And then fisheries is damaged as well due to what Beryl has done to the tuna boats and all the fishing boats and so all over the islands. You hear any plan or strategy come out from the Ministry of Agriculture? The Minister of Agriculture is a total waste of time. Waste of time. Name one minister that has been doing a good job. One. None of them you can't say, well, okay, this one reasonable. At least this one doing an okay job in the department or the ministry or so. Who? MIT? MIT simply carrying out all the NNP projects. So don't come and tell me Andy's doing an excellent job and Andy's all this and Andy's all that. Andy's another waste of time. Had not the new National Party left all these projects unfinished, he would have nothing to finish. Because up to now, you can't hear one project that they initiated and started that was something new, that was something that wasn't done before, or already in the works and everything sit down there to do. Nothing. So he's another waste of time as far as I'm concerned. So don't come to me and tell me if he's a good minister, you would not have road patching in Grenada. Coming up to this time of year, when you know the most traffic is going down and coming out of Grenada, yet still, you're sending team to patch road and patching it in a way, not because of them, but because you're not giving them the proper mix. That as soon as we have some heavy rains, them pothole come back. And they're coming back with twins. That is what's going to happen. It starts from the head. The head is the main failure. Mr. PM, emancipate us on Emancipation Day. Don't just come and tell us about end of firearm amnesty. Tell us about the end of your administration. Go. Don't stick around. Go. Follow Laco. The same way you're writing to the Governor General to fire him, or you've written to the Governor General to fire him, or you intend to write to the Governor General to fire him, fire yourself too. You have been the worst Minister of National Security in the history of Grenada. Since independence, nobody has been as much of a failure as you. The worst. Don't come and tell me about this one doing a good job and that one doing a good job. And sorry for those who are trying to call on the straight line. I had the line engaged. You can call now, 440-7377, and somebody takes the opportunity immediately. Hello, we have a call on the line. Hello, good night.
Hello.
Hi, good night, caller. You're live. Go right ahead.
Good night, Sheldon.
Good night, my dear.
Sheldon, the only person that giving Andy praises is the people that is not in his constituency. They are the ones that giving him all the credit. And half of the people that giving him credit are the people that is not even in his constituency. He have a delegation he goes to Carriacou with. I could tell you because I saw it with my two eyes. What they're doing, they're going up to Carriacou to help to clean up, and they're taking all the donated food and come down with it until the bag had to bust on the osprey, and all the sardine and the tuna had to osprey coming down. Only the people and them that is not in his constituency that giving him praises. I heard him on one of the radio programs talking about the Hatman Road, the Woburn Road. I went into the Mount Hatman Road today. It's a shame and a disgrace. One day he spoke about the Mount Hatman Road, and they had a tractor throw some gravel there, and that's it. If you go inside of that road, it's an eyesore to go into Clark's Court. That is what the people and them need to know. On the morning program and talk about all the work that you have done. It's government responsibility to resurface most of the roads, of course, that go bad. Because every year we have thousands of vehicles coming into the country, and roads need to resurface. So I don't know what is this big scene you coming on national radio to talk about projects that you have done. He giving himself all the praises, and the people in his constituency, I'm yet to hear one of them called and give him praises for what it is. Everybody that giving him praises are persons from different constituency, and the people and them that he takes and go up to Carriacou and to carry the donated the relief stuff, and you bringing up people to help, and they full in the bag with the grocery to come back. They need to stop that. You have a special place in hell for them. Thank you.
All right, my dear. Handy. I love to see them memes. 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on the inside. Remember, you can contact us on WhatsApp as well. 440-7377. That's the WhatsApp number. Give us a call. All right. Yes, indeed. And if you've called already, we can't take two calls from people tonight because of the volume of calls. Please, we're trying to avoid that. All right. I just saying it early up, because I know some people are trying to call. We cannot take two calls from people tonight. All right? So say what you have to say in the first call. 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside. Nah, this is madness, man. Why was it necessary? And that's one of the things that I hope that the media gets an opportunity to ask tomorrow. Why was it necessary to have police officers escort the man out? Why was it necessary to do that? Yeah? Had he become belligerent? You have nobody that was inside there that had the ability to speak to him and say, well, okay, brother, cool down, calm down. Nobody inside there. I only didn't have nobody. And there are no others that you're looking at in that sense too. And then if he's going, who come in? People going and lead a SGU job and come? Or you're taking the other run part 2 from St. Andrew and send them? The one who creates security company and all kind of thing and get all kind of contract and so. Yeah? Yeah, so who? We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Sheldon, good night.
Good night, my dear.
How are you?
I'm quite fine. You go right ahead. You're live.
Well, you see, I'm saying the worst thing about Brother Lack. But he's the one that campaign and say, any greenhouse you see, shake it down. Shake down the greenhouse, but I see the yellow house shaking down. The yellow horse is shaking. So I want to tell them, what I said in the song, the best Mitchell and they like it. Ay. The best Mitchell and they like it. So whatever they get now, they take it. You have more to go.
All right, my dear.
You have more to go, Sheldon. We Carriacou had to go. St. George's had to go.
My
had to go.
My honest belief is the MP from Carriacou, the only thing that saved him from being removed from the cabinet is Beryl.
Is Beryl.
That's the only thing that saved him.
That's the only thing that saved him.
Yeah, I believe that's the only thing that saved him.
They say why in the dark does come to the light. So you have more. They go expose them. When they start to expose one another, you go, yeah, trouble in the camp.
Yeah, and if you think we forget
Grenadians get ready.
We didn't forget Pinky Gate either, eh?
Grenadians have to get ready, Sheldon. Get a lot ready, sir.
All right, my dear. Thank you so very much.
Ready, sir.
All right.
I'm telling people, tell the Grenadian people, you have a lot of fish in the market. Come and get nice fresh fish tomorrow, please, God.
I hope in our past you have.
Nice fish. So put it on here to them. Nice fresh fish. Snapper, hinds, tuna, kingfish. A lot to name. Plenty of them. So come and buy your all fish. Foreigners who come in. Buy nice fresh fish. So have a blessed night.
All right, my dear. Thank you. 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. We have a call online. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Okay, we may have lost that caller. Let's go to this phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Hello? Yes, caller, go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah, good night, Brother Sheldon.
Yes, go right ahead.
The Prime Minister said that the reason, one of the reasons that he giving his minister more money, because the money that the previous MPs used to get was too small. And if they continue to get them, they will be going to do corrupt things. So I still want to ask Mr. President, why corruption is still taking place within this government? Because they get $2,000 on travel allowance, plus 5, so that will be 7, is 14. And why corruption is still going on within the government? Right? So that corruption should be ended. But what if that happen now? More money these MPs get, the more corrupt they get. They become. Right? It is alleged also that some of the ministers that they open Carriacou doing really relief distribution. A lot of corrupt deals taking place within that. Right? A lot of corrupt deals taking place. Like if they try to enrich themselves with it. That's why the people of Carriacou people are crying out. They don't getting nothing. Right? When people donate for people that went through a disaster, I have people taking it to enrich themselves. But that is a crime and that is a wickedness in high places. Right? The wickedness in high places, it comes like this government say anything that the poor people should get to help them better their life. It is too good for them. It's too good for them. Right? And Brother Sheldon, I want to say again, the head, the star boy, and the cook in this crowd pack is the head of the cabinet. Is the head of the cabinet. When you have people reporting to you about the corruption that is taking place, and you don't say nothing, allowing it to happen, you are corrupt. That means you align yourself with the corruption that is taking place, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. I want to address Mr. Lacret situation. Let Mr. Lacret know that Dr. Mitchell said 1984 he is the parliamentary rep, right, for St. John Northwest, and respect is due unto he deserves the respect, and you have to respect. You should respect him, right, as the father of the house. But there's a saying: when you show disrespect and you plan disrespect, you don't expect respect to come off the ground. You expect disrespect and hatred to come from that's what is so. That's what is so. And Brother Sheldon, there is a lot more to go. They have to go. The Prime Minister have to go because them to care about the people going to compete in market. Money comes for the people to get to for they're going to assist the people to rebuild back. And the government keeping that money. They have in their back pocket. Brother Sheldon, this government have to go and they have to go. The quicker they go, it's better for the people going to compete in market. Brother Sheldon, have a better night.
All right, thank you. And folks, let me just repeat for those of you who have just joined, because I'm seeing people from all over the world joining the program tonight. Let me just repeat now. According to what we have heard today, Senator, well, I don't know if he's still Senator because I don't know if the letter has already gone to the Governor General or if the letter will be going to the Governor General before, after the press conference tomorrow. But Senator Jonathan Lacrette has been fired. Yeah, he has been, they could call it whatever they want, recall, revoke, he fired. Yeah, dude, you're fired. That's how Trump does it. You're fired. You're right? So he's fired. So tomorrow, they'll be having a press conference at 10 a.m. I saw some people circulating it. No, it's at the bottom of it. They give the time. It's badly constructed. I could tell you that this was a quick job, a rush job. You could tell it was a kind of throw together thing they rush and do. But anyhow, yeah, even the template is off. It's not the normal template. And so it would normally say at the start that at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Prime Minister, but anyway, that is them. But it says here that one of the issues up for discussion, we don't care about the chairmanship of Carriacou and hosting the meeting. We know the meeting was here. We know you get the chairmanship. We know it's automatic. You didn't win that. You didn't go into some election and think to win the chairmanship. The chairmanship, there's the time for Grenada. You're the Prime Minister. You're the chairman. So I know where you're coming to tell us about that again. We want to hear about that, right? We want to hear about why police officers had to escort the senator out from the meeting today. And that he was so emotionally disturbed from various sources who saw him that the man fumbling to even open the door to his vehicle to go inside. So I buy, so I sell. But it is a fact, according to a fact, that he is being removed from the ministry and the Senate. They wouldn't remove him from one and not remove him from the other. Yeah? So that is what people want to hear about. We want to hear nothing about no chairmanship of Carriacou. You had press conference at the beginning. You had press conference at the end. You had media appearances last week in relation to that. What more are you coming? All you send the new GIS director to go and talk a set of foolishness this. Yes, you, Jason. A set of we know you're listening. A set of foolishness this morning on TV and radio again. We don't want to hear nothing about Carriacou again and Carriacou chairmanship and so. We don't care. Yeah? You get Carriacou. How that benefiting us, the Grenadian people? How that helping the people in Carriacou right now? Who don't have a mattress, who is a piece of cloth they have lie down on the ground. And if rain fall, they can't sleep because water coming inside, they can't lie down on the ground and sleep. How that helping them? How that helping the people who take a look at thing and come set themselves under a step to sleep tonight in Carriacou? How that helping the people that ram cram inside some of the shelters in Carriacou right now? How that helping them that use chairman of Carriacou? We don't care about that. Tell us about how the money is going to be spent to assist the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Those who can have been helping themselves. All you had the lumber sit down outside, warping outside. They tell us about that. And tell us about what led to Senator Lacrette being removed. Tell us about that. That is what we want to hear. We ain't care nothing about no chairmanship at Carriacou. So give us this. We want to hear about this. We don't want to hear about this. We're not interested in that. We want to hear about this. And it better start coming with some figures and things and say what you're doing for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Grenada alone get over 9 million US. Plus only get 56 million US one way. The Nawasa get over 2 million US. Tell us how that will be used to assist the people of Carriacou, Petit Martinique and St. Patrick who have been adversely affected by the hurricane. Even the people, it have people in South St. George lose their house. Well, they didn't know that. It have people in South St. George lost their homes. The end of the firearm amnesty. Everybody know the firearm amnesty done. While you're coming to tell us again that the firearm amnesty done. We hear about it. It was in Parliament. Or let's speak about it various places and things. We're interested in that. The update in relation to education matters and the reopening of school. Yes, we're interested in here. And yes, tell us something about that. We want to know. Especially for Carriacou, Petit Martinique, and Patrick, those places that have been seriously impacted. We want to know what is happening with that. But we're interested to hear about you. So there's some kind of song and that's, yes, you're chairman of Carriacou. Where you want a brooch? You want a special brooch to wear that says you're the chairman of Carriacou? You want a sash? We know you like sashes. What you want, a sash to go and walk with? To say, I am chairman of Carriacou? We don't care about that. You all dehumanized one of your own today. And if you could do that to Senator Lacrette, Grenadians, if they could do that to one of their own cabinet colleagues, imagine what they can do to you. That's why it is important that each and every one of us that can get yourselves organized, make sure that you're registered, make sure that those who are turning 18, when I check the list, I don't find us seeing enough people who are turning 18 registered. And you could tell. Student. And so, you could tell. When you're seeing retired, it's obviously not an 18-year-old that just register. Yeah? But you could basically tell a lot of those who are young ones. You know that there are going to be changes with the electoral system. Tell us about that. We want to know what's taking place. We don't want to have the same... Come on, anyway, let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
Is this a radio program?
Yes, you're live. You're live caller. Go right ahead. Yes, you're
Good
live.
night, Mr. Scott.
Yes, sir.
This evening I'm listening to something from Kim Jones. And sometimes I'm listening to you now. And I wonder, sometimes the pertinent things in terms of the way you have to really rally on. Kim Jones sitting there this evening on a program and say he knew 2 weeks prior to what happened today that was in the making. So you have to find out how Kim Jones, supposed to be a radio host, somebody is a lay person, have that kind of information and come on the air this evening and say that he knew that this was in the making 2 weeks ago. So you have to find out and listen to them people and when they talk certain things. And then that is the thing that we as Grenadians need to know as a lay person on the side. So now we wonder, is if real pertinent, or not pertinent, but serious people running the country? Because for a lay person on the side to have that kind of information, preview information, and he could come on the radio nationally and saying, or internationally, and chomping up himself that he knew that this was going to happen 2 weeks ago. And I'm hearing nobody, so we don't listen. We have to listen. And when we listen, then we elaborate on things that we know that make sense, that we, as the people, have to question how he know that, so what was happening, and because of all things that have to be brewing, now we have to be concerned, we citizens. So we have to be concerned what happening around us. But we don't just talk, and I find sometimes I wonder if we just zone in on things that we're supposed to and bring it out to the people and pound on it. He said he knew 2 weeks ago that this was in the making. So this was not one-off something.
Caller, let me tell you something. I wouldn't doubt him. And you know why? This Prime Minister has openly been out there telling various people that he's going to remove Senator Lacrette. This wasn't a secret. He was out there telling people that he getting rid of Lacrette. There are people that could confirm that he told them he getting rid of Lacrette.
So this is going to be a play thing. I mean, something. It's like little boys going to school and now because look, I have a little son just starting GBSS, and I swear to God, there's some things that I wouldn't. Allow and I'll tolerate from him in relation to in terms of try to grow him serious. And for you to just say what you just said, that means we're not serious. So how we're trying to grow him up. I want him to be serious about life, and if everything around him after the people at the helm is not serious, what they're trying to do is like a waste of my time. I don't know. This is play and joke thing. But we as a nation, because I could tell you something, all of us has been affected with certain things that are happening. As I say, that certain times, certain things is happening, and we doesn't place emphasis. Because we just talk, because we 8 days people. After 8 days, we move on and we go on to something else. Look what happened with Beverly just passed. I'm sorry we didn't mash up Grenada, because now we just look at life differently. But you see, God will do things in a way in which to see, or to wake us up for people to kind of realize, well, okay, and look, he give us a chance, and look what's happening. So nobody in Canada, I don't know, I just sit in here and I'm listening, and I say, I don't normally listen to these kind of things, especially with Kim Jones and them fellas and them, so. And I'm listening and I'm wondering, well, this has to be a joke. Yes?
He's not a cabinet member, as far as we know, but yet still he know what's going on happen in cabinet. Okay.
I tell you, look, go back and check on that clip this evening after you're listening. He said he knew this was happening 2 weeks ago. So check back what he was saying this evening live. Go back, and then if it finally doesn't make sense, or I just gasping off myself, go back and these are things that we need to talk about and get answers to. Because as I say, as you just outlined, and I sit in here now, and I said the same thing when I heard it this evening. What role is he in that respect? So for he to know 2 weeks ago and tapping himself and I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know. So sometimes you see when you get up, you want to get up and do things to kind of move forward, to at least make your family proud, or to do things to kind of put your family in good standing. And these things happen, then you wonder, well, which country we go live in, because we can't. Yeah, I mean, disappointment is not even a word in which to use.
When Dr. Mitchell making a cabinet reshuffle, he would say that he might say there are some upcoming changes to the cabinet. But nobody could tell who going where, because he ain't going and sit down with this person and say, I'm moving that one, and I'm moving this one, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. You go get in the national address.
Exactly. So I don't know. But as I say, listen. And then when you listen, and you're not stupid, I know that you're not. So at the end of the day, you see, no, we ain't just talking. We had to talk things that make sense and make people understand what is happening around us. Because you, where you sit and what it is the information that you're given, I sit in as a person and I want to develop me and my family. And I listen in and I want to know that at least, okay, because they say the chain is as strong as the weakest link. It doesn't matter who say what. That's what I know from growing up. The chain is as strong as the weakest link. I was always teaching my son that. So at the end of the day, you might be surprised, one cocoa full of basket. So you keep chipping at it, and it's the right thing. At the end of the day, it must give.
Of course.
Right? So thanks, and take care of yourself.
Thank you so very
much. But look and get that clip, and you make sense out of it from your standpoint.
We'll do that. Thank you so very much, my friend.
You're welcome.
That is if they leave up the program too, because they was drunk on that program day. Drunk and balling out, boy. Folks, oh boy, I'm grabbing the wrong mouse. Let's go back to the phone lines, and we have a call online. They say he lie. Everybody tell me right now, all I seen is he lie. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear.
And how are you, Sheldon?
I am quite fine. How are you doing?
All right, then. So just piggybacking a little on the last caller, right? Mm-hmm. I guess there is a lot of Grenadians who is listening and listening well. Now, going back to Kim Jones, no, he has the democratic right to say what he has to say on his program. Mm-hmm. He is for the party, right? And I don't have a problem with him where he promotes his party.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right? Yes, but the thing is, where the truth is concerned, he don't speak the truth. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, he does like
things that happen within the party. You don't hear him talk about that. You could only hear all the good things, like, the heads of government coming to Grenada and this and that, and always trying to break down the former administration, right? But look at how much things that is happening, the infighting. Look at how much things that is happening. And trust me, Sheldon, I listen to all of the programs. I'm not biased. I listen to the NNP programs. I listen to the NDC programs.
As you should.
And it's pure nonsense. You will never hear them come out and say, this is wrong. And Prime Minister or whosoever, it is wrong. No, they cover it up. But NNP do something since before they were created. And they blame-base them. They say all kind of things. Kim Jones, you need to stop. You need to stop. Educate yourself. Educate the people on your platform, right? And give a better account, right? For your people, your supporters of this country. We out here listening. We out here. We're not stupid. Grenadians are not stupid. And you know what baffles me? You say for 23 years. You keep saying that the NNP do nothing. Come on, man. Who sent you on study? Who you was with before you joined the NDC? It's because you did nonsense, right? And Kit Mitchell talked to you, and what you do? You retaliate, you move on, and you hate the man ever since, right? But so much is happening within your organization, and you refuse to come out and say the truth. Stop it. Shame on you. Good night, Sheldon.
All right, my dear. Thank you. 440737. They must stop drinking and go drunk on here. 440737. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. You know, sometimes we just have to call back. We better try to call and check out and get you. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Scott.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, man.
Yes, go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah. I wanted the opportunity yesterday to address something that you shared concerning Sister Emily's post.
Mm-hmm.
And the opportunity wasn't given because Mr. Cox was on.
Yeah, but you can go ahead. No problem.
Yeah, concerning that young lady that what she wrote there. And what I am seeing is facts. I am from the same area where she's from. She's a disrespectful young lady. She used to work at the Prime Minister's constituency office. They remove her because of her attitude, how she treats people. Yeah, so she's very disrespectful. And the last thing I have to say, her former pastor, she's so disrespectful. She called him a dictator, and that's nothing I hear, by the way. That things I know personally. Yeah, I think I know.
Why does it appear with us?
Yeah, she's very, 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 very disrespectful.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you so very much, caller.
Yeah. Mm.
Why did us go and interfere with? And that's the point we were making last night. Huh? It is okay to support your political organization, whether it's the New National Party or not the New National Party, whichever political organization. It is okay for you to support it. You could even support your NDC, but you vote for NNP, because you're voting for the country. You want to see that your country is in safe, capable, competent hands for leadership. That's what you want to make sure. But when you have these people who every time you talk, all of a sudden it's like you have no right to talk in Grenada. The same Grenada where your neighbor Stringberry and your mother and father neighbor Stringberry and your grandparents and great-grandparents neighbor Stringberry. And even if your neighbor String don't bury here, but your parents own bury here, and you've made your contribution here, at least you have made your contribution to Grenada. They find you must not, nothing to say, you must hush. So you see the Honorable Emlyn Pierre go up there to play the jump on human post and want to run a dong and say all kind of, oh, come on, who is you? Where you come out? Where you come out? And I could imagine what they're probably saying about Brother Lacret right now. Yeah, because we know the thing has moved totally now, The thing has moved totally now from the days of...
Let me see you show me the yellow, show me the yellow, show me the yellow, show me the yellow. Are we voting for Laco? Voting for Laco. We voting for Laco. 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 I say we voting for Laco.
It moved from that right now to he's a Mako, he had to go, all kind of stupidness. That is what it moved to right now. From we voting for... Right now, no more life jacket again. I'll take the man life jacket. No more life jacket. I'll leave him in the water to drown. Because maybe he can't swim, that's why he needed the life jacket. So I'll leave him in the water to drown. Yeah? But again, folks, and it's very important we understand this. Me, Papa, you that information you're sending me there, I don't read in that on air. Me. Let me just say, I've heard about the house in Fort Judy. And I've heard about the ministers whose names have been given who are involved with that house in Fort Judy. And that's as far as I will go on that one. All you go find out for all yourself. Again, I have heard and been directed of which house it is in Fort Judy. I have heard the names of the ministers who are involved. I have heard that not only locally but internationally, there is interest in the activities that are taking place at that house. And I think that is as far as I should go on that. Nice. Yeah, that's as far as I should go on that. Right? Or you go find out the rest for all yourself. You know, brown envelope does drop. So I hear things. I hear things. On this one, I hear things. Right? Nice. 440-737-734-7329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on the inside the clear the lines. Yes, 440-737-7. You can call us on the WhatsApp as well. We do have a caller on the WhatsApp. Hello, good night.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I would like to say condolences to Lou Smith and the person of Lou Smith. Condolences to his family and all his friends and everything. Because, you know, he's a big journalist and broadcaster. And like most of the older heads, like Leslie Fionn and Alistair Hughes, and the big crews in journalism and broadcasting in the 70s and 80s and things, you know, and passing him thing because as a youngster I used to listen to him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, that's that. Concerning the situation that's going on now, I would have to declare I'm not much of a religious person, but I am a spiritual person. I believe in life, what goes wrong must come around. Blackbird is flying high, cannot live in the sky. It has to land. And what Mr. Lacquette has done, he has deserved it. I heard a previous caller talking about, you know, he forsake God. I don't think he forsake God. He just meddling and dwindling. Now, remember when they had a fire in Busheshu? He talking about he is the parliamentary representative for the area. How dare him to say so? When he is not winning, just like the boy from St. Mark say he'll lose. He'll lose. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lacquette, thank God that he don't have no loan to pay back. Because when the letter came, that he don't have a loan. So, you know, losing a little portfolio, you know, you understand? Really and truly, he don't have it. And I'm being sarcastic. He don't have it. Sheldon, if I lend you $20, you feel I should come to your mother and say, tell Sheldon he don't owe me $20? Come on, man. In 2024, you feel that people dumpsy and stupid to come to bring a letter like that? Is a lot of nitty-gritty within this after 2 years. Now the big guru is the head of Carriacou now. And I watch him and I listen to him. And I play him. And think, listen, he is going to find himself in purgatory. This situation, the world is not the world when I was a youngster coming up in my 20s and my 30s. The world is a fast-paced world. The internet have things that people looking on from all walks of life, from all things. Yeah. And we have to pay attention to genuineness. In the NNP is genuine people. In the NDC is a lot of hogwash and people that feel there's movie stars. The thing up to that to feel is a movie star, that you know thing, but you know the head actor to delegate the cast to what the movie is to be about, or the director or whatever. You understand? But really and truly, I mean to say, look on with closeness of our eyes and see the hypocrisy in which this government is doing. You tell me that the people in Carriacou is in duck's guts, so to speak, and you can still come to get a little money out of them people. Get money and still have money that come from the previous government to come to insurance. Up to now, the nation does not know how much money out of the insurance money has been spent. And yet, they say, boy, it is a sad situation. I feel every day for the people of Carriacou. Every day. And I know you hear the peace in the people. And you see some Barton purse moving out just now. And then what will you do? What you don't really do? Well, then if the people suffering there and the people inside for the international world looking in, you imagine them move out. Well, pop goes the weasel. Pop goes the weasel. Well, Andy and them gonna go up there and do that. Will you imagine Andy running a place and fixing potholes and the time, Sheldon? Well, you have to agree with you. You are not talking nonsense. I mean, you have heads of car come visiting there and you can be fixing potholes at that time on Grenada Road. Come on, man, Sheldon. Have a good night and thank you a lot for listening to my call and have a great night and listen, do like me. Right now, you know, last time I talked to you, I tell you that my blood pressure going up. I realize I talk too fast and get too worked up about things, and now I try to keep myself a little more humble and cool and, you know, deal with life on a more positive. Well, I always look at life on a positive, but really and truly, you know, the one Miss Cami, I hope you feel a lot better, love your spirit, and to your other caller that I always call you Brother Sheldon, I'm going to give you a program a rest for the whole of August. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to call for the month of August because I realize I speak in a different dialect, and sometimes I do not know if people you like to hear what I have to say or whatever in case of it. But I'm genuine.
Listen, all calls are welcome. And we know that you're a Grenadian. Listen, I have a Trinidadian accent. You have a Barbadian accent, but we're all Grenadians. You are Grenadians. It's just that you're spending majority of time in Barbados.
Yes,
so we understand. All right, my brother.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Love you, Sheldon.
Have a good night, my brother.
Keep on the good work. Keep up the good works.
All right, thank you so very much.
Love to hear you.
Okay, brother.
All right, buddy. Yeah, man.
Oh boy, why everybody telling me that particular MP and who? How everybody just knows that particular MP? I was me only want to go and put in monkey pants. Yes, me only want to go and put in monkey pants. All you feel so 4407377. That's 4407377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get on. Inside, we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night to you, Sheldon. How are you?
Aruba.
And good night. And good night to my Grenadian people.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just sitting there laughing.
All right, my dear.
Yes. You know, remember in Bishop days, when Kaunda came down to Grenada and he said, he told Bishop his enemy is in his footstool. But Bishop didn't believe what he was telling him. But right now, I think Deacon is his enemy in his own footstool. Because right now, he need to go because he's a blind leading the blind right now in NDC party. So I think every one of them have to go because nothing is going on with them. So they say what goes wrong, it comes out wrong. And when it coming back, it just come back very hard. So that is just the beginning of what is taking place with NDC. And I don't know if you remember the time I told you, I said there is a lot of fighting and they're going to fight among their own self. And it is starting to take place. Because it's such a shame to see what is happening, what these people are doing to people. So that is Lacret, that's just the beginning. The next to go, Andy, Telesford, Claudette, all of them have to go. One, according to the song, they say one by one, you're counting them by the numbers. So they're going down slowly, very slowly. So Deacon is not a good ship Because he ain't leading them flocks and them good at all. Because he need leading for himself. So NDC, I think it's time for they to go. I hope I would be in Grenada to vote because I want to be there.
All right, my dear.
I want to be there. God permit me life. I want to be there.
All right. Thank you so very much, my sister. You enjoy the rest of your
have
night.
a blessed night.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
440737. Wow. Quickly running out of time. 4407734773293101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, right. Nice. Okay, good. Thank you very much, my friend, for making sure. Yeah, that my cause. I have to make sure my cause okay. I don't want to hear them kind of thing. Right? 440737734732933101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, we just have a few minutes remaining, right? So we're giving you just the opportunity. And so for those of you that joined the program late, again, the Senator Jonathan Lacret, and again, we still don't know if he's still Senator Lacret, but Senator Lacret has been fired. Yeah. His ministerial portfolios have been revoked. That's the word they should be using, not recall. Revoked. Yeah, we have heard from very reliable sources that police officers removed him from the building that the meeting was taking place. Police officers removed him. Yeah. And we wondering why. Yeah. So when the Prime Minister puts himself before the Grenadian people tomorrow, we hope that he would avail us of the information as to why it was necessary to use members of the Royal Grenada Police Force to have a sitting government minister removed. Because at the point in time of him being removed, he was still a sitting minister. So I fail to understand what criteria was used to remove him from the compound, to put him out, to tell me he had to go. Yeah? Those sort of dictatorial tendencies that we are seeing in the present Prime Minister need to be addressed. We cannot allow this thing to fester for long. We have a call online. Hello. Yes, sir. Go right ahead. Good night. Good night, my brother. Go right ahead.
Sheldon, I don't know. It's not a matter of rejoicing or anything. I'm from the Northwest.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that Mr. Lacou treat the honorable a position in the right as a representative. He don't do a good job at all. If he believes that having party on the beach and all that kind of thing as a pastor, he was one of the leaders of the prayer warriors. God is not a sleeping God. Mm-hmm. And he didn't even realize that. Even notice the first person who had get left in this party is the preacher man, the pastor of the party, the prayer warriors. I don't know what the prayer warriors them say no.
Well, actually, he's actually the second one to get fired. Ron get fired first. So Ron.
Well, it's a game to play. It's a game to play, Ron. I won't say Ron get fired. It's a game.
He get fired.
Because Ron doing more work now than when he was a minister. So it's a game thing. If you don't realize great and watching and they're observing things. He's not only an MP, he's a minister too. So they pay him to hush him out because he was talking too much, and they bring him back on the ball because he needs help, and they feel he could give a lot of potential help. Understand? So that's why they bring him back, because all of them are grabbing at straws inside it. Nobody don't. None of them. I just say that those guys and them had also come in the trading school. None of them even go to Kipchak and say, "Oh, boss, I wanted to be a candidate and so on, so the kids I like to." I don't keep the chair, either help them, either help one of them. You understand? But they feel like on top of things. They move like gangsters. You see them in party, all them cocking up foot and opening foot and making stupid.
Yeah, gunshot. Man. Gunshot. Yeah, the Attorney General, eh?
You understand? Pow.
Yeah.
Understand? Soon after they had a party with the gunshot in the air, God start to kill one another in Grenada. God don't sleep in. If there is many more to come. Take acceleration and there is many more to come. Because there is ministers now who they on contract and getting that kind of $10,000 kickback. They get in a car $10,000. They bid him for the thing, and they had a share to get kicked back. The Prime Minister, I don't know if you know, you don't know, but there is a lot of things like that taking place in Grenada, and they call it kickback.
You go wrong.
You give a contract for $50 million, and you have to give me $10,000 a month, so for things to go all right. Look at the road by Woodlands.
Cole, I'm very sorry, but we're gonna have to wrap right now because I only have roughly 60 seconds remaining.
That's okay, but but to keep a finger straight, there is more to come. Next is the minister are the one in Victoria, the gangster in Victoria.
So we're gonna speak again tomorrow, my brother. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thanks, folks. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap at this point in time, but remember, the press conference is taking place in the morning. We will be listening attentively, yeah, because we would like to hear exactly the reasons behind. Now, don't come and lie for us, eh? We know all they like to lie already. Like all they will come and say, we ain't signed the agreement yet. Meanwhile, Lasha pen pass already and all them. We know all they like to lie. So try this time not to lie. Come to the Grenadian people, say this is what happened. And they get vexed and I find the man and them kind of thing, right? Nice. Come and say it as it is. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you, and everything you say and do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. Tomorrow night, folks, yes, we're going to be going over it. I may have a guest on with me as well for part of the night. I have to reconfirm with the guest between tonight and tomorrow. I have to confirm with the guest that we would be having them on, or if they're going to put it back until another day, or what they're going to be doing. But we're listening to the press conference tomorrow. We hope that Mr. Lacrette gets the intestinal and testicular fortitude to come out and say exactly what happened. Be truthful, be forceful, and say it as it is. You cast your sins before the Lord, and you may be absolved. Yeah? And that is the basis of Christianity. After you sin, you say that you have sinned and you cast yourself before the Most High, ain't it? Yeah, so the opportunity is there. Folks, that's all the time we have tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night tonight. I wonder which one, yeah. I think we go with this one day, you know. Yeah. For the first one that was bad, yeah. I think I like that one for tonight. Yeah, we will go with that one for tonight.
Man Kelly singing political songs like we have an ulterior motive to bring the government down. But I tell them, hold on, wait a while. I won't let political vampires grab my style. They could take a look at all my independent songs. I never sing politics, already write some sweet lyrics. So I don't know where they get this stinking idea from. Hey, somebody tell my Cali gang a mistake they make to run with young song. I'm in tongue real long, I know what is going on. They could leave me out from semi-final. That will never stop me at all. I'm in tongue real long, I know what is going on. They had their thing well planned to give the shanty man. So they leave out them bad man. They know they're going to take the ground. Up the Paris sets. So they make a big man wet. They say that we ain't good. We can need that yellow food. Hey! Wow to them. They too disrespectful. Show of failure that living down by me. Well, one day he disrespect me because I asked him for my money. Then he went up in the ministry when he was in charge of culture. And he gave them strict instruction, don't give me no work for Carifta. Somebody tell Mr. Study for me. Carifta weekend, well, I made the most money. Because when I roll out in me nice clean Toyota, I drop people all over. I collect US dollar. But I never made Bobby roll and a Queen car. Hey, somebody tell this banger wrong. A mistake he make to put young song. I'm in tongue real long. I know what is going on. I want him to explain to the people